you guys, because this woman don't ask nothing. I don't understand what she's talking about.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're either gonna have you switch your seat because my flight attendants are not allowing you to sit in the exit row, or you're gonna have to get off this plane and then we'll have to leave because they're not comfortable with you sitting in the emergency exit row. My flight attendants. And unfortunately, it is fair.
It's not fair.
Yes, it is.
You guys, when I was not checking, they asked me, do I know English? Yes, I said.
And they said yes.
UFC icon Khabib Nurmagomedov found himself in the middle of a travel controversy this weekend when Frontier Airlines removed him from a flight before takeoff. While the airline claims Khabib failed to comply with FAA regulations, the retired fighter insists the situation was mishandled by the flight crew. This incident has drawn attention due to the differing narratives from both sides, as well as its broader implications on airline protocol and customer service. According to a statement from Frontier Airlines, Khabib was seated in an exit row, a location that comes with specific FAA requirements. Passengers in these rows must confirm their willingness and ability to assist in the event of an emergency. The airline asserts that Khabib failed to acknowledge repeated requests to confirm his compliance. Mr. Nurmagomedov did not respond, despite repeated attempts, which placed him in non-compliance with FAA requirements, Frontier explained in a statement. The airline stated that Khabib was given two options: switch seats or leave the plane. Frontier also clarified that the decision to remove him was unrelated to his ethnicity, addressing potential concerns about racial bias. Frontier added that social media videos circulating from the incident do not capture the full context, particularly the interactions that occurred prior to Khabib's removal. The fighter and his manager, Ali Abdelaziz, have a starkly different view of what happened. Khabib maintains that he complied with the flight crew's requests and communicated his willingness to assist as required by FAA regulations. "Lady who comes to me with questions was very rude from the very beginning, even though I speak very decent English and can understand everything and agreed to assist, she still insists on removing me from my seat. What was the basis for that, racial, national or other one, I'm not sure," Khabib noted. "But after 2 minutes of conversation, she called security and I was deplaned from this aircraft. After 1.5 hours I boarded another airline and left for my destination. I did my best to stay calm and respectful as you can see on the video. But those crew members could do better next time and just be nice with clients." Responding to Khabib's post on X, Frontier Airlines wrote, "We are aware of the incident and are investigating." In a further statement to the media, the airline said, as Flight 4401 from Las Vegas to San Francisco was preparing for departure, a flight attendant initiated the customary briefing for exit row passengers. Customer Khabib Nurmagomedov, who was seated in an exit row, was asked multiple times if he was willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency. According to the flight attendant, Khabib did not respond despite repeated attempts, which placed him in non-compliance with FAA requirements. As a result, he was asked to move to a different upgraded seat, which he refused to do. The Russian retired from fighting in 2020, but fans have still seen plenty of the undefeated legend on their TV screens in recent years. The Eagle has been ever-present for the careers of teammates Islam Makhachev and Umar Nurmagomedov during their rises to the top of their divisions, and he'll be in their corners when Makhachev defends the lightweight title against Arman Tsarukyan and Umar challenges bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili at UFC 311. Should Makhachev and Umar be victorious, Khabib can expect to be plenty busy for as long as they reign as champions, but he doesn't plan to coach forever. When this current crop of Nurmagomedov-trained champions retires, so will Khabib. "When these guys finish, I'm going to finish," Nurmagomedov told ESPN. "I hope it's going to be very fast because I'm tired of all this. We were way on top of this game the last 8 years, 7 years since I became champion, and you can even watch the team record. We almost don't lose, and I'm talking about 25 fighters, 25 professional fighters. We fight, and we almost don't lose. Everybody fights around the world, everywhere. Japan, the Middle East, Europe, the U.S., and South America. We're fighting everywhere in this world, and we almost don't lose. He added, we have so many belts, we have so many champions, in so many different organizations, and all because of sacrifice. All these guys were with me, they were with my father when I was beginning. When I finish, a couple of guys with me have already finished, there are like 6, 7, 8 on a very high level, they're still there. When they finish, I'm going to finish, too. In addition to Makhachev and Umar, Khabib has worked extensively with several dominant fighters, including undefeated Bellator lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov and recent PFL lightweight tournament winner Gadzhi Rabadanov, who is currently on a 10-fight win streak. Khabib also has a close working relationship with UFC welterweight champion Belal Muhammad. All of this is an extension of the coaching tree established by Khabib's father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Abdulmanap died in 2020, but Khabib has ably carried on his legacy and now has a greater understanding of his father's plan. When I became coach, I understood how my father was feeling, Khabib said. All his feelings, I understand now because this is a very, very big responsibility. The way you train, sometimes you have to give guys rest, sometimes you have to push them. You have to stay on balance. Some fighters, they never complain, and you can break them very easily. They don't even understand where the limits are too. Some fighters go until they die, they train, they follow, they do everything, and that's why they need a coach. You have to be looking at him, like maybe how you don't have to do this. He adds, it's a very, very big responsibility, and I think for this kind of rhythm now I understand him, the way he was feeling, because sometimes you can be a very, very straight and very mean person, you have to be sometime, but maybe inside you are not. But you have to be because it's a very big thing. You have to be straight because of a lot of things, and I think for this kind of reason I understand him more when I become a coach. Given his team's extraordinary success, Khabib has little patience for fighters looking to cut corners. He recalled recently having to spell out in no uncertain terms to a gym guest that outside distractions have no place on the championship path. I can describe this in one word, all about sacrifice, the ex-fighter said. People talk about discipline, but sometimes discipline is not enough. All about sacrifice. He went on, explaining, a couple of days ago, maybe 1 week ago, one guy, he's from Mexico, trained with us. We allowed him to come. We don't allow anybody to come on our team because we have enough sparring partners. You can look at anybody, champion. We don't need anybody. We have almost 30 killers inside one gym. Why do we have to invite some people? He comes to me, like, in holidays, I want to go to Mexico. And I told him, brother, Mexico, your family, everybody has to wait if you want to become the best in the world. You have to be inside the room. Same thing. If you want to become the best, there is no family. If you want to spend time with your family, kids, okay, be with them. You're going to become the best family man. I'm not against family people, I just say, if you want to become the best in this business, you have to sacrifice. Sacrifice your time, sacrifice your health, and sacrifice everything good you have. Otherwise, I don't know. I was in this game not only as a coach, but like a fighter, too. When people try to talk with me, give me some excuse about what they have to do, I just say, this guy, he can be just a regular fighter like thousands and thousands of other people. Just a regular fighter. He's going to make money, he's going to be good, but he's never going to be champion. Well, our guy has a lot to say, but despite his excellent coaching style and his heavily successful roster of fighters, his incident at the airport will indeed dominate headlines for a few more days. That's just how influential he can get. And that's it from us today. Until next time, thank you for watching.